यूनिवर्सिटी तो उस वेले कन्वोकेशन होंदी नहीं सी। इहो जी गल नहीं कि होया नहीं करती सी, क्योंकि कन्वोकेशन का जिहड़ा कन्वेंशन है ये तो कई सौ साल तो चला आ रहा है और ब्रिटिश परंपरा के अनुसार डिफरेंट वर्ल्ड के एजुकेशनिस्टा ने जिस तरह तौर तरीके लोगों को डिग्री देने लई चुने गए, जिहड़ा बंदा देण वास्ते खलोएगा वो कितना पढ़िया लिखा होना चाहिए, कि उहदी पिछोकड़ होनी चाहिए है और उहदे कपड़े किहो जिहे होने चाहिए ने, वो किहो जिहा ड्रेस पा के आएगा, और जिहड़ा रिसिपिएंट है जिहड़ा स्टूडेंट उन्हें भी किहो जिहे कपड़े पाने ने, वो सारा कुछ दसिया जाता है और लिखा होया मैनू। असीं उहनूं कॉपी करी जा रहे हैं। जिहड़ी स्टूडेंट्स ने इन्होंने एक टोपी पानी होती है और वो टोपी जिहड़ी है वो इस पे होर लिया गया। ये सारी परंपरा मूल कथा है कि भाई जदों बंदा पढ़ लिख के तैयार होया है उन्होंने रिकोगनाइज करने लई एक डिग्री देनी है, जिहड़ी कि उहदी रिकोगनाइजेशन सारियां थावां 'च होवे कि यह पढ़िया लिखिया बंदा है, अगे लोगों को पढ़ा सकता है।
He has covered all aspects of education and way the person has to live a life. But there is one thing I must tell you, when he was introduced as a BJP politician. Yes, he does represent BJP as a party, but he is not a politician which belongs to BJP. He is respected, loved and honoured by all the politicians in any party. I still remember on his son's marriage, the who's who of politics was there, and it cut across all party lines, and they attended the marriage for 3 days, whether they were with CPM or Congress or otherwise. That shows us kind of respect Mr. Adwalia has among the politicians and the public at large, who have the capacity to say white is white and black is black. And in this era of compromises, where most of the generation is generation of compromises, he is very forthright in his opinion, very clear, and that is the reason when I was in Delhi as Secretary University Grants Commission, this was the second home for me where I would go to him for seeking advice. And his advice was always speak the truth and stand by the people, and that's exactly what I am doing. And I owe a lot to my success in Delhi to this great man who was part of a family for me. Regarding your B.Ed, I was also a member of the 5-member team to review NCTE, and though I was not assisted with education on the whole, but it brought me in close contact with many academicians at that time. I just have to say that you people are like potters. You make the dough into beautiful items. So you shape the life of a generation. So you are the main people who make the life and make the generation. So in the B.Ed report, we have specifically mentioned that as in Finland, that people they honor the teacher much more than anybody else. Same should be the status in India too. And I hope the Government of India follows that up. Government of India on its own has a mission called as Mother Mohan Malviya Mission on Teacher Education, in which they are setting up schools of education all over the country, providing digital data, providing support for various activities to bring out good teachers. And I hope this principals have also follows it up with them and brings some of the money to this college so that we can develop it further. As for Grande University is concerned, this is now ranked as category 1 university. That means it is better than Punjab University. Punjabi University, to be more specific. It is also one of the 15 universities in the country which has conferred the status of University Branch for Excellence. It is also one of the top ranking universities where NAC accreditation is concerned. The advantage of this is that we can start any course we feel like without going to University Grants Commission. Of the criteria, I don't think there should be any reason not to give more courses of this college. Principal Sir spoke on length on the achievements of the college. I think one word would have sufficed. This is the best college of education in the country, and that would have been. That would have saved us time also, and probably we would have been home by now. Anyway, it's a pleasure being here. I must congratulate all the people who got the degrees today. This is a new beginning for you. People who've done the B.Ed, they go on for M.Ed. People who've done the M.Ed, they go on for PhDs, and they get jobs, and they settle in life, and they mold people. So I congratulate all of them, and thank you, Ranji, for inviting me here. It's a pleasure being here. Thank you.
Ahluwalia, the Honorable Minister, the Government of India, Sir Jaspal Singh Ji Sandhu, Vice Chancellor of our Guru Nanak Dev University, Shri Rajendra Mohan Singh Ji China, our hard-working Honorary Secretary of the Khalsa College Governing Council, Dr. Gurmohan Singh Ji Walia, our Vice Chancellor of our Khalsa University, which is under litigation at the moment. Members of the Governing Council, Dr. Jaswinder Singh Ji Kleno, sister colleges, members of the faculty, ladies and gentlemen. Today is indeed a great and a very special occasion, and I'm thrilled to be here with you to share this day when you have all received your degrees as a proof of the hard work put in by you and your professors. It's indeed a special day. Some of you are going to carry on studying, some of you are going to start teaching. You have selected a very noble and an honorable profession. I would like to advise you that knowledge is an ever-increasing discovery. You know, we've started from the Stone Age as far as we can remember, we've come to this day. And tomorrow, you're still going to continue learning. I hope that you people will never give up studying and will continue to make your knowledge up to date so you can pass it on to the students. Please keep it up. Do not give up studying. A Sikh is always learning. Even me at my age of 80, I am still learning. There are many instances in life which you will find that you need to carry on studying, carry on learning from the teacher of life, the Almighty. And it didn't make very much sense to me when I was a young man of 21 years old, but I soon learned that how true that is. And my humble request and advice to you guys, to you children, is that start, if you're not already into thanking the Almighty for the intelligence that He has bestowed upon you, the strength of your parents to be able to send you to this institution, the ability for you to absorb knowledge. Please, every day that you start, that's what I learned, that the first thing in the morning, bow your head to the Almighty in whichever form that you see Him, whether you see Him in the form of Christ, Ramchandra Ji, Krishna Ji, Muhammad Sahib, Guru Nanak Sahib, it is immaterial. They're all one and the same thing. They come into this world time and again to show you the right way of path, how to live this world and continue to achieve happiness, success. If you just bow your head the first thing in the morning, thank Him for all that He's given you, remembering that intelligence, the families that He sent you into, there are many families who cannot afford to send their children to school or college, but you are one of the special selected ones that the Almighty sent you to such families, gave you the intelligence that you could learn, absorb knowledge, which now you're going to pass on to the new generation. As Ahluwalia Sahib has just told you that you are our future. You're going to be the source, the fountainhead from which knowledge is going to flow from you, the further knowledge that you're going to acquire, pass it on to your students. So remember to thank the Almighty the first thing that you do. It takes you not more than 5 or 10 seconds, but actually think of Him and thank Him. The last thing that you do at night before going to sleep, again, is to thank Him for all that He has given you, all the happiness that you have received, all the success that you have received, and seek His blessings for overcoming the difficulties that you might still be imagining in your mind. Now, besides that, our Guru Sahib said, spend of your time, which is 2.5 hours a day, in thanking the Almighty, you will be building a credit balance with the Almighty, which is available for you to encashment whenever you want. 10% of your earnings, if you can spend, not as that you are giving it, but you're doing service to the Almighty since He gave it to you in the first place, you're passing it on to the less unfortunate ones. I can assure you that His benevolence is unending. I have in my 8 years of life come across innumerable instances when you do not know which route to take. मैं आ करा या आस राय देमा या ओ राय देमा, which is best for me? It's difficult to decide. That is the time, if you build up the bank balance with the Almighty, you will fluke the right decision. If you further build it up, you will be able to perceive the right decision. And if you further build it up, it will appear to you like a computer screen. You Google a question and you get the answer. Whenever you have a question to the Almighty, I used to think, how is that possible? My suggestion to you is that in your life, you're going to come across innumerable times when you have difficulty, where the knowledge that you have acquired doesn't give you the answers, what direction to take, what directions to give, what advice to give. You're in difficulty. You go to doctors, two doctors tell you two different things. It's a question of life and death. Which one? Remember, the Almighty is one. He resides inside you. We were told, ho jo marzi kar lo, lekin kisi da dil na dikhao, because that is where the Almighty is. So go about living your life, spreading happiness with lots of smiles. You will find that when you give happiness and smiles to other people, they come back to you. So God be with you. May you have a great future ahead, and may the Almighty's blessing be with you forever. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji.